Welcome to another series of Getting There. AT-SU University. I am here with Kayla Gonzales, who is a member of our School of Osteopathic Medicine in Arizona. We are both at the 2017 SNMA National Conference. SNMA stands for Student National Medical Association. Kayla, thank you so much for taking time out of this busy conference and your schedule to sit here and visit with me.
No problem, no problem.
What I wanted to talk to you about is getting there. That's what this series is all about. It's about getting there. We want our students to all know that they can be the light of hope they wish to see in the world.
Yeah.
And getting there is that you have gotten there. You are in medical school.
I'm trying.
No, you are there.
There.
How did you get there? What school are you in? What year are you in? And how did you come to SOMA?
Okay. What undergrad did I go to?
That too.
So I went to Cal State University Long Beach, so it's a state school. And I pretty much got here because I talked to the right people. I'm not gonna lie. I put my face everywhere. I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew that the only way people were gonna help me was to really go out there and find the information on my own, because it wasn't given to me. None of my parents, I don't have any uncles that were doctors or anything like that. So I went to go find it, because navigating how to get to medicine is crazy. So my health professions advisor actually really guided me. So if you guys have one on your campus, I really suggest, they're a huge resource. So I knew everything about how to get to medical school, pretty much because I interned in her office actually. So, and then I chose SOMA, one, because it doesn't have cold. So California girl, I don't do the cold very well. But I love the 1+3 model. So our school is very unique in that we stay in Arizona for 1 year and do didactics, and we start our clinicals early our second year. So we do 8 hours of clinicals, but we do them at a community health center. So I really have a heart for the underserved, because I came from a very underserved community. So I wanted to go back to one of those and be able to do that with rotations, and even with just my education period was a fantastic opportunity. And I actually had a person who was in their second year, and he was my friend from undergrad, and I asked him, what do you love about SOMA? Is this worth it? And he said, it's definitely worth it. I have friends who go to different medical schools, and first year is terrible for everybody because there's so much information coming at you. But he goes, I'm the only person who's happy. And it didn't make any sense at the time, but now it makes so much sense. We have so much support at SOMA, from our faculty, our staff members. They all take care of us, and they really embody the mind, body, spirit thing. They really are pushing, are you exercising? Are you taking care of yourself? Because we have to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of other people too.
That's fantastic. And what you didn't touch on is that you are you have military experience.
I
and
do.
That is another way in which you got here. And also, you are a member of the Graduate Health Professions Scholarship Program, the inaugural member of that scholarship program.
Very true.
At AT-SU University, which accentuates your opportunities at AT-SU University. But moreover, it accentuates the university because of the breadth of knowledge and the background experiences you bring. So talk to us about that pathway, the military pathway, and how impactful GPS has been for you as well.
Okay, so as far as the military, like I said, I didn't come from a place with a lot of money or anything like that, so the military was willing to pay for my way to medical school, and since then it's really been a blessing. They have been really supportive, and I get a check twice a month, so that's great. So that was really, for me, a way to fund medical school, and it was a way for me to also give back to even veterans and things like that, to be able to serve in the military. And as far as GPS, I love GPS. GPS actually gives me a lot of connections. So Lizette is our diversity coordinator, and I don't know if I'd be in medical school without Lizette. I ask her all kinds of questions all the time. I run to her office anytime I'm stressed. She's probably sick of seeing me all the time. I love it, and I have opportunities to touch a lot of other students in places like AMEC 2017 and SNMA and things like that. So it's been really wonderful. It's been a great addition to what we're already doing.
Now, in the military, how much time are you required to serve after you graduate?
So that's a little bit of a complicated question.
Okay.
So, but for the most part, they give you 4 years, you pay 4 back.
Gotcha. And that's an easy answer to a complicated question.
Okay.
Thank you very much. AT-SU University is trying to become that destination place for populations of color, because we want to be reflective of those communities whom we serve.
Very true.
You've just spoken about underserved, not necessarily as underserved rooted in the color of one's skin or cultural background. It can also mean those who are underserved by virtue of logistics, i.e. economic disadvantages. So in light of that destination place, why would someone like you want to come to ATSU-SOMA? What would make them want to be there? Similar to what you've done. Why is it a destination place for you? And then why would it be a destination place for someone else?
So I think it's a very long question.
Okay.
It's okay. But
you can break it down. I know you can.
So the reason why I came to ATSU, especially for the underserved, I came from a place that's underserved both economically and culturally. I'm one of the only people in my block who have made it out. Everyone kind of stays there or goes to other places that may not be the best. But it's very important for me to go back and provide an example of what you can be regardless of where you started from. And I think that's very important for people of color, people who come from different backgrounds, because if you don't ever see someone who's made it out or how they've done it, you don't think you can, and you totally can. So you have to just be able to walk someone else's footsteps. And there are already footsteps that have already been made for you.
Right. So
you just have to follow them. But you can't follow them if you don't find that person.
Right.
And that person's never presented to you, you can't do that. So I wanted to be that presentation of this is what you can do no matter where you come from.
And unlike many people out there, you're not one that's hesitant to reach out and utilize resources, but there's so many are. And you work with a lot of those young people and people who don't have that kind of personality that you do, that's willing to get outside the comfort zone. What would you say to those people who are reluctant to go to that health professions advisor, reluctant to see someone like you walking down the hall in white coat and say, hey, how did you get that white coat?
So funny thing, I'm not as outgoing as most people think. I'm pretty outgoing, but I'm not as outgoing. So what I did is I attached myself to people who are very outgoing. So I don't know if you guys have seen Renee and her interview, but Renee is very outgoing. So I attach myself to Renee and then kind of follow her, and then whoever she's talking to, I kind of just slide myself into the conversation. And that's kind of what I've always done. If I was afraid to do it, I'd find someone else too who had a very open personality. Or if you don't have someone else, it always feels better when you go with another person. Yeah. So you find someone who has a similar goal and you say, hey, let's go do this. It seems a whole lot less scary, but it still makes it, you're able to be able to go and talk to those people that maybe you didn't have the courage to go to by yourself. And you can always send emails, which don't take a lot of courage. So sending emails and making phone calls, those are all good things to do.
Right. Well, I want to thank you, Kayla, for taking time out of your schedule to come visit with us. And for the audience, a takeaway here is not just that there are a myriad of pathways and how to connect with those persons who might be helpful in getting you where you want to get to, getting there. A takeaway is also one thing you have learned from Kayla and also the other students is what you didn't hear. Not one of them has spoken about money in terms of earning potentials in the medical profession, because that is not what's important to them. They came to ATSU University for the mission, serving others, and that is truly important. We believe that serving others in and of itself makes you a rich individual.
Very true.
So the money will follow, the lifestyles will follow, whatever you choose, but most importantly, we want people in our university who have the same type of passion and commitment to our mission of serving others as we do. That's what makes this community work. And people like you are what makes it work here and then in the future. So thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to learning more about you, and then you also learning more about us. Visit us at www.atsu.edu/diversity. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.